What's up guys, Zach from Good Time Gaming, and today I'm coming at you guys with a top 10 video. This is a top 10 video of all my favorite primaries in Payday 2. Now this does not mean that these are the best 10 in the entire game. If you disagree, then fuck you. That's not what it means at all, okay? This is just the 10 that I like to use the most, that I kill the most cops with, that I think are some of the better ones that I enjoy using. So you probably will disagree, and that's good. And you guys let me know what you think your all's favorite 10 would be. But this list is my favorite 10, and I'm going to kind of go in order from least favorite to most favorite. So we're going to start with number 10, go all the way up through number 1, and number 1 would be my favorite weapon. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming at the number 10 slot is the Buzzsaw LMG, released as part of the Gauge Historical Pack. The Buzzsaw is a pretty damn good LMG. You can get pretty good damage on it, you can get pretty good accuracy for an LMG. Stability is great as well. Obviously it's an LMG, so you can't conceal it like the rest of them. But overall, it's a pretty fun weapon. It does a lot of work as far as I'm concerned. I don't tend to use a whole lot of LMGs in this game, but whenever I do, I always go for the Buzzsaw. Coming at number 9 is the M308. Now this is a very, very old gun, one of the original guns released with Payday 2. This one has stood the test of time. At one point, it was one of the best guns in the game. It kind of fell out of use a little bit once some other guns got buffed, and this one kind of got left behind. A few balance patches later, it's had its damage boosted significantly, where you can easily hit 200 damage with this bad boy. It's technically classified as an assault rifle and not a sniper rifle, even though it's kind of like more of a maybe DMR type weapon. It's kind of a weird little situation it's in. But regardless of how it's classed or what it's called, it does great damage. Its accuracy right out of the gate is extremely high. It can be made fairly stable. Throwing a silencer on it will make it do even more damage. It's just a great weapon all around. You really can't go wrong with it. Coming at number 8 is the R93 Sniper Rifle, released as part of the Gauge Sniper Pack. This one is one of my favorite weapons for a number of reasons. First off, it's very strong. As with other sniper rifles, you can shoot straight through shields. This weapon can pretty much body shot most cops in this game fairly easily. It's got a pretty good rate of fire for a bolt action sniper. It has a magazine size of 6, which is better than some of the other ones that only have 5. It's also got some pretty cool skins, like this one right here called Death from Above. So it's actually the first skin that I ever bought. So in case you're wondering what the first one was that Mr. Axiom ever bought, it was this one. Coming in at number 7 is the Car 4. This one was chosen not because it's interesting. It's quite the opposite actually. The Car 4 is probably one of the most boring weapons in the game. Just your standard assault rifle, scary looking M16 type weapon. It's not anything special in terms of how it looks. It's one of the most boring looking weapons in the game. One of the most basic weapons in the game. However, with that basic nature comes a lot of modability and a lot of customization. If you want to do a stealth heist, you can bring your Car 4 and mod it up for that. If you want to use it as an assault rifle, you can do that. If you want to use it as a DMR and do that, that's open too. Car 4 is the weapon for any day of the week. Regardless of need, regardless of heist, you can make your Car 4 work in all those things. I mean, just look at this thing. This thing has a shitload of mods available to it. And the number 6 slot is the Auger 308. This one was released as part of the Gauge Ninja Pack. The Auger 308 is a 10-shot sniper rifle. It's on the lower end of the damage scale, so basically with sniper rifles you have your ones that hit in the high 200s to mid 200s in damage, and then you have your other ones that don't hit, they don't quite cross that 200 damage threshold, and they're kind of in a class of their own. So this one's in that class. 10-shot magazine, pretty good rate of fire, good accuracy, good stability. I really like the scope that it comes with by default. The default scope is pretty sweet with this one. It's also one of the more concealable sniper rifles. You can actually make this one work pretty well if you want to do like a low-blow sneaky bastard build. So it's kind of weird in that way that you can actually make that happen with a sniper rifle. It's a great weapon, it's easy to use, and I highly recommend it. Number 5 is the UAR. Now, fans of The Walking Dead may recognize this one from our lovely friend the Governor. This is his weapon of choice, so if the Governor likes it, you should too. The UAR is also an old weapon released as part of vanilla Payday 2. It was pretty popular back in the day, and then again, like some of the other weapons, kind of fell out of use. Whenever the Hype Train event was released and we got the free mods with the Butcher's Pack with that, the UAR got a couple mods on it that helped it make it a little bit more competitive. So as a result, it's been a lot better weapon since then. It doesn't have a whole big ton of mods you can put on it, but the mods it has on it are pretty valuable. You can also, of course, go for the silent killer route. You can mod it up with a suppressor to get some extra damage on there, some extra accuracy, some extra stability. Not that concealable, but as far as assault rifles go, one of the better ones and one of my favorites. Next up is the Breaker 12 gauge shotgun. Released as part of the Biker character pack, the one featuring Mr. Ron Perlman as Rust. The Breaker 12 gauge is a powerful shotgun. It does high damage, has quick reload, it's fucking stylish as hell. You can mod it up to lower the accuracy down, or you can easily hit 3 or 4, sometimes 5 enemies at once, depending on if you get them in the right area. It's also concealable, so you can totally run it with a Sneaky Bastard or low blow build. And it accepts silencers, meaning you can even do more damage on it if you opt for the silent killer route. Of course, the big downside of this one is that its ammo pickup rate is pretty bad, so if you're going to use it, either bring ammo or better yet, bring fully loaded ace and pick up as many boxes as you can. In the number 3 slot is the Shimano Customs. I love akimbo weapons. I've been a big fan of akimbo weapons since the start. They've pretty much always been strong, and I've always gone to the Shimano Customs for my akimbo needs. The Shimano Custom, just the regular single pistol, is one of my favorite pistols in the game. I don't use it a whole lot anymore because there's other options to do more damage, like the Python or the Deagle, but I used to use it a lot because it's just a great all-around secondary. Shimano Customs, however, are a great primary if you're going for akimbo. You have great damage, pretty good rate of fire, good accuracy, good stability, and like most of the other akimbo weapons, they're also very concealable. In the number 2 slot is the Bootleg Assault Rifle. This is kind of a weird weapon, okay? This one was released as part of the Sydney pack, and it has a drum magazine, so it has 100 rounds in it altogether. You can actually make this one pretty concealable and carry it on a Sneaky Bastard low blow build, which is kind of hilarious because it's got a giant drum mag, but apparently you can conceal it. I don't know where you put that thing, but somehow it works, I guess. Anyways, though, it's concealable, it takes silencers, so you can buff that damage up, buff that accuracy up, stability up. The big downside of this weapon right out of the gate, though, is its accuracy. The accuracy is kind of low on it, so you might want to either go silent killer and put a suppressor on it to kind of bump that up, or use it in like short to medium range encounters. Altogether, though, it's a great weapon. Check it out. And last but not least, we have come to the final weapon, my personal favorite of all the primaries in this game. Will it be the Commando? Will it be the minigun? Will it be the repeater? Ha! Fuck the repeater, I hate that goddamn weapon. No, it is the Flamethrower. Ah, yes, the sweet Flamethrower. In the number 1 slot is the Flamethrower. Released as part of the Butcher's Barbecue pack, this is a glorious, glorious weapon. I always liked this weapon a lot, and after they made it to where flamethrowers could pick up ammo, because originally they couldn't do that, when they made it to where flamethrowers can get ammo, I just went ham with this thing. It's wonderful. I prefer to use it with Berserker so I get that extra damage on there. I mean, it'll make those flames hurt even more. Really, you can use it however you want to, though. Your enemies will scream in agony and they will roll on the ground and fall over dead in flames. It's great against tasers, great against shields. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage against cloakers, but you can still do it. It's pretty much ass against bulldozers, but you can stun lock them with it, so that's kind of cool. You know, so you can switch to another weapon or let one of your teammates take them out for you. Flamethrower is definitely a good weapon. It's a fun weapon, it's strong, it's serviceable, and that's why it is my favorite weapon in Payday 2. There you have it, guys, my 10 favorite weapons in Payday 2, primary style. I'll be doing a secondary video here in the next week or so. But for right now, that's the primaries, those are my favorites. Let me know what you guys think. What are y'all's favorite primaries? This is Zach's a good time gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything you saw today. And remember to always have a good time gaming.